Alrighty, next stage. Well, I guess first we gotta fight whoever this guy is.
Obviously. Spiky looking dude. Desert?
Oh, we're gonna fight Simba. What magic is this? Power, honor, the traits of a respectable warrior. Sir, I don't believe we've met. We meet today, on the field of battle. We have both defeated many knights and traveled far. Today, we fight. Stand aside, you and I have no reason to battle. Conflict is a reason unto itself, brave knight. Today, you will be tested. Are you ready?
No.
This is another one of the.
Why you gotta be like that?
This is another one of the Kickstarter heroes.
No, crap, no.
Another one of the high-level backers designing a character in a boss fight. Ah, crap. Oh,
Whoa.
I don't remember anything about this fight. So, the other boss fights, the other like original boss fights, I kind of remembered.
Already.
I don't know anything about this guy.
You are already 2 bubbles left.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta
1 bubble left.
It's not a big deal. It's fine.
You're gonna die.
I wish that I was actually honestly like there was the Boomerang OC Hero Man. There was Baz and there was Hat Man. Who else is there? Like I honestly did not remember who the other like kickstarted boss fight was. I was like, I know there were 4, but I literally cannot remember the last one. So here he is. I like this background a lot before he makes it nighttime.
Yeah.
Kind of wish we were fighting on that backdrop, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the Baz, like he changed his like kind of midway through the fight. I kind of wish this had done that instead, but I guess it was a cool intro for this character. Okay, whenever he does, okay, again, like I said with Boomerang Man, I gotta like watch him and learn him a little bit because I'm not really paying close attention here. Alright, so whenever he, like, kind of poses with it, that means he's gonna start teleporting, and I should just not even bother going. Yeah, okay, not go anywhere near him. Alright. Okay. What does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
It's just, I mean, they're just a win. I don't think, like, I thought these leaves were gonna hurt me initially, and I was gonna have to dodge them, but that wasn't the case, so, I guess it's just to push me to one side of the screen is all. Which is fine, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's much preferable to all those little leaves being damaging. Like I was actually kind of dodging them initially, and then I was like, I'm gonna let one of them hit me just to see if these are actually harmful. Okay, so you can kind of deflect those. Dodging. Okay. He comes out with the upward point attack pretty fast, so if I'm already above him... There's like, oh, that was different. I don't think he'd done that yet.
It's because he's beating you so bad.
I've done more than 2 bits of damage on him before, I think.
Right, but not with you losing this much health.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. I wasn't paying attention to my health again.
See, I make little comments like trying to be like, hey Jacob, you should look
Say that my health is low. That's the better option.
Well, the last time I did that, you were like, I'm not gonna use the potion, Ichor.
Oh, whatever.
We're not scrubs here, Aiden.
This guy isn't quite as memorable as our other people, because the first guy is just, like, funny. Like, look at how on point this is like a, hero anime OC. And then the Baz is, I know him because I'm a dork, like, super best friends, but he's funny.
Even not knowing him, I liked him. Whereas this guy, I'm just like, can you not?
He's more of like a serious, like, I want to fight. And not for his funny reasons. It's more of like a serious, dramatic fight.
And I don't understand.
He has good music, though.
Yeah, I do dig the music. But the fact that he was just, conflict is the reason.
Because he's a mysterious warrior. I'm gonna kill him before he even activates the wind attack this time.
I just, like, that's the dumbest thing in the world.
There we go, alright. I was afraid I wasn't even gonna see his full, like, phases of attacks, because this time I'm actually doing a good job against him.
Yikes.
Not that time, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Oh, he was gonna fly back and then did like a palm stand, like flipped himself back over. Very cool. All right, you're cool. I like you now. Phantom Striker. Ha! I have been bested, but barely. You still need training to overcome what lies ahead. Farewell, Shovel Knight.
Get out of here.
Yeah? Is he gonna turn back to daytime? Nope. Okay, sure. Who cares? I didn't even want it to be daytime. I don't care one way or the other. I don't have a meal ticket, so I can't go get more health. I was just thinking about that. Whatever. All right. Clockwork Tower.
Sharpen thy shovel.
Oh, no. Just seeing conveyor belts made me nervous. Video games, conveyor belts. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die here.
Okay. Oh, the little mice are back.
No, the other ones were like actual mice with propeller things. These
I
are
know,
just
but
robot
just the
mice.
idea of mice is back.
The idea of mice has made a comeback. All right.
Wow, that's frustrating.
What?
The fact that you had to, like...
I mean, I could have run along it. It just would have been taken a long time.
Well, I know, but still, like... Wow, that one's really spazzing out.
He didn't have much room to move with, so it's gonna happen. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. All right, these things.
We got gears to worry about.
These mage types throw gears on this level, which run along the ground, but you can bounce on them. They're honestly a lot easier to deal with than the ones who just shot projectiles.
Braver than I.
I've got to make money. If I'd been wearing the Luigi red armor, then I would, or no, whichever armor it was, the black armor. Oh, that was like health. I actually got a fish for a change. That's insane.
Can you kill them?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna have to just... There, see? Easy. Nothing to worry about. Should be nervous, Aiden. As we discussed before, I am the master of this game.
I was just asking.
Is that progression, or... It must be, okay. No, I mean, it isn't. The one down there I meant was progression, and this is bonus.
Oh.
No trouble. And I can always use the... If I miss it... Here, how about this? If I miss it, I'll just activate the phasing thing. And we'll get out of there easily.
Yeah.
No problem. Oops, wrong button. Usually I don't see two right next to each other, but we have one with the food in it, and this one with a potion in it, but I'm good. Thanks, though. We're good with the 2 health ones that I have right now. Don't need anything else.
Oh, and it's a mouth dude.
And I killed it, so we're good. If I recall correctly, I have to go through here. I was very worried about that for a second there, but there was no other way forward, so I assumed that had to be it. I like that. I was nervous about the stage when I saw the conveyor belts, but actually now that I'm playing it again, I'm remembering it a lot more, and I really quite like this stage. The one thing I didn't forget about, I forgot about a lot of this other stuff, but the one thing I did not forget about is the final boss of this area, which I love, and you're gonna love too.
I feel nervous.
What?
About loving.
No, it's just because it's cool.
Oh, okay. That's chill.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably gonna be pretty hard, but it's a cool fight. Okay, listen. No need for that. Okay, maybe there was some need for that. What was that? Hi ho, hi ho. Off to work we go. Is that where that was going? Which one of these is forward? That's progression. So that over there, that must be bonus. Okay, hold on. You can figure it out. Shovel Knight, you got it. Okay, no. Listen. I don't want any of that. Here we go. All right. Yeah, okay, that's definitely bonus. And you, I want nothing to do with you. Thanks. Okay, so I gotta go up here. Yeah. Simple enough. And then, okay, yeah, this one's easy. All right. I was like, for some reason, I was looking for like a trick, or like something more complicated, but it's just get on the moving platforms and get the things. I was expecting something devious, but I was pleasantly surprised, and we're okay.
Yay!
This is going much more smoothly than the last one.
Oh no!
Aiden, it's to calm down. Nothing to be worried about.
There's flaming guns coming at you.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Nope.
Hey.
Nuh-uh. Not having it. Not having any of it. Oh, one of those red guys again. This is not gonna be fun. Alright. Okay, well, hold on. There's something over here first. Come back for you in a moment, red guy. Oh, I remember what we're gonna see here. I know what gadget we're about to get. Okay.
You already know? Shame.
Well, I just remember it. That's all. Because I'm looking at the trap down there, and I'm like, what we through that? Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, okay. So we're getting this thing. Mobile gear. Ride over hazards and reach higher places. Yes, please. Check this out. Well, and it actually was going to jump for me, but I forgot that it does a little jump automatically when it reaches ledges. So we can use that to make kind of ridiculous jumps. We can also use it to, well, here, check this out. And just in case you're wondering, I was not pressing buttons there. It jumped of its own accord when it reaches those ledges.
That's pretty cool.
So you're not gonna see a lot of courses that are perfectly built for it like that, but we can use it for certain things. Okay, probably could have used it to beat that guy up there, but didn't. Shouldn't have done that. There's probably like a checkpoint or chicken right around the door. Yep, that was a terrible decision. Should not have drank that. Truly awful decision.
Hey, at least you're paying attention, because I wasn't even paying attention that time.
What? Oh, to health? Well, yeah, what's your one job, Aiden?
I don't know. I could make a bunch of sexist jokes right now, but I will refrain.
I feel like we did a lot of that last time.
Yeah, I think we can beat that horse.
I think we complained about Tumblr, and I made comments about Trump and CNN.
Yeah,
and,
see, that's what I was
like. Let's just calm down for a bit. Let's just have some fun playing video games.
Just keep the chill out a little bit.
Oh, okay, hold on, that's progression. I don't want to go that way yet.
The whole thing moves.
Yes, and I don't want to go that way yet.
Where else are we going?
Up here to this ladder.
Oh, okay.
I went up that way initially and stopped, because I was like, maybe this, I wasn't paying attention. This is obviously the way forward.
Do the phase.
No, I'm going to use this thingy that I just got.
Oh! Yeah, that makes sense.
But I missed it, so,
But you should have used the phase thing. I had your back, Jacob.
The phase thing would not have gotten me all the way across.
It just would have gotten you across.
Yes. I will use, how about this? I'm gonna use it twice. Instead of just trying to make it work going both times. I'm just gonna use it twice. And, there we go. Much better.
Does that use more magic than phasing?
Gosh.
Why? I didn't think about it either.
I thought about it, but that's why I very lightly tapped it so that wouldn't happen, but I didn't tap it lightly enough. I don't know. Does it use more than phasing? Let's find out. Probably, but it is also more situational. 6 and 8. No, it's less. Actually less. That's
How are we gonna get up?
We are gonna use the phasing. Except, we're not. Wow, it really does not want you to jump. Like, I'm tapping it very lightly. Okay, definitely gonna use phasing. Retrieve those bags, cut our losses, leave. That's the plan. Are you ready for the plan?
I'm ready, but that's not phasing, bro.
I gotta get to this platform first.
Okay.
This mixed in with all these crazy sound effects is really funny.
Yeah, no.
This is such a waste of resources.
But
there we go.
But we gotta get our resources.
Yeah, It's just the magic resources in particular I was thinking about wasting. Whatever.
Yeah.
What's something that's just like casual and fun that I could talk about that isn't gonna offend anybody? Oh, I've got something that absolutely will offend nobody and in no way will make anybody upset. I'm gonna complain about a TV show that a lot of people like.
Oh, okie dokie?
I don't know. I guess I gotta preface this right now before I start talking about it, because certain people are gonna go like turn the video off because I started talking about this thing. I want to guarantee you all right now, I'm not talking about this because I'm like, hey, it's a good show, and I'm going to, like, talk about it as, like, a fan or whatever. That is not at all what is about to happen here. These two sprites have been stacked perfectly for several minutes here.
Yeah.
I wish I could, like, separate them. I'm just gonna,
You're
just gonna,
yeah, just
goodbye. That one was gonna follow me. He had jumps. He had moves. All right. So returning to the Tumblr things, I had seen something circulating around the internet for a while, just like a character design, basically, like this particular character. I'd seen pictures of it, I'd seen like CG renders of it, and I assumed from the design,
right, that
it was like a children's book or something.
Okay.
Because it's not a fantastic character design. It looked like it was from like a little girl's book or something.
Oh, okay.
But eventually, like, I was seeing enough of it that I was like, what? But why would, like, a thing from a children's book be getting, like, all this traction on Tumblr or something that I've never seen it before? And why am I seeing, like high-fidelity CG models for this? Aiden, have you ever heard of something called Miraculous?
No.
Okay. Stick with me for a second, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go down a crazy rabbit hole here. Okay, so Miraculous is the latest in the trend of MLP-esque children's shows that have gotten bizarrely popular with an adult fan base. With MLP, I kind of got it a bit more because MLP was like, I don't know. I guess full disclosure, I watched like the first 2 seasons of My Little Pony.
Okay.
Like just. You gotta also understand, I watched it before there was like a weird stuff around it. It was like basically I saw like people did like mashups. They took footage from that and like remixed it to like movie trailers for like, you know, The Dark Knight or like Mass Effect 2 or the one I remember is Mass Effect 2.
Those, yeah.
And I was like, why now? Why is this a thing? And I just kind of decided to look into it and like I watched the first couple episodes of that and I was like, yeah, that sure was a children's show. And then I watched a bit more and I was like, these are decent characters. Sure,
yeah.
Why not? This seems like it's okay. I think the best thing about any of that stuff, this is kind of now distracting from the topic I was going to talk about. I'll get back to Miraculous in a second. But to defend myself a little bit before people completely write me off as a lost cause,
Yeah.
I didn't, even like the first 2 seasons or whatever, I don't even know, probably wasn't the first 2 seasons, I have no idea, I wasn't paying enough attention. What I did watch of MLP, I didn't watch like, I didn't watch every episode of it, even like what I got through. There were several episodes where like I started to watch it and like literally gave up. Like there were episodes that I started to watch and got about 20 seconds in and said, nope, not doing this one. Just because I was like it just was not content that I knew I was going to be able to sit through.
I feel that.
I'm not you have a cousin who you've seen some episodes of this, so you're at least somewhat familiar with the show.
And see, I don't get the luxury of going, nope, not this one.
Yeah. But see, the thing that was neat about that was that a lot of the fans who weren't like, this is the best show ever, who were just like, this is fun or whatever, see, they knew when those episodes were crappy, so even if a crappy episode came out, I knew that the next day I would have like 5 comics, you know, making fun of it or whatever else.
Okay.
And so the fun thing about the fan base was more or less like, even when the show was bad, I got like good quality like content from other people. Anyway, for example, one of the episodes that I quit immediately started out with a number from one of the characters, whose name I'm forgetting now. The pink one. It doesn't matter. It started out with like a song that I got about like a bar into, and I was like, nope, not doing this. And then later on, I did hear that song in its entirety, specifically because somebody remixed it to a montage of assassination kills from Skyrim.
Okay.
Somebody like took it and they modded the character's head over like a character in Skyrim and gave them twin daggers that were also models of the character.
Is it Pinkie Pie?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. And
I thought I was like oversimplifying, but I was like, no, I think that might actually be.
And they like took the head of Pinkie Pie and like gave her knives that were also models of Pinkie Pie, and like performed all of these brutal like decapitation animations in Skyrim set to the song. It was like hilarious. Never seen the rest of that episode, but like that one video was like, hey, worth it that I watched that episode and immediately turned it off in disgust so that I could watch this and be amused by it. Anyway, so with that show, with MLP, I kind of like got the appeal. Like I thought it was like a decent television show.
Yeah. It can be at times.
It's a kids show, but it's a good kids show as kids shows go. It's not like transcendent. It's no Avatar.
No.
Which is like one of the best television shows ever made.
See previous episodes.
Huh?
See previous episodes.
Oh yeah. We did mention that briefly, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway.
When I went on my rant about like
how
Jet
you
having
don't know what Jet
boomerangs.
had. I'm now. Part of me is like, nah, it's fine, Aiden. You haven't seen it in a while, and part of me is like, no, no, I don't like her anymore.
I'm a little bit ashamed of myself still, honestly. So you're
okay,
allowed.
this is they're giving me magic here, so maybe I'm supposed to use these to here. Let's do this a bit. Cheat it some more. I like to cheat. I like to cheat as much as possible, including right there where I fell in the hole again. Maybe this isn't a good time to be talking about television stuff. Anyway, point being, MLP, I kind of get the appeal. Like it's a decent show. This Miraculous thing is not a good show. I'm gonna say that right up front. I tried to watch it and couldn't. I couldn't get through like a full episode of this show. But I was very interested because it had this big following, and I was like, what's the deal with this show?
Yeah.
All right, so not MLP. Miraculous is a French show. It's like a computer. If I keep saying CGI, or CG, people don't know what that means. It's like computer generated show. It's not a 2D thing. And it's a superhero show. It's about a girl who has superpowers and a guy who has superpowers. Girl's the main character. Guy's like supporting cast member. Not supporting cast, I guess like sidekick or whatever. You would know this because the girl has a ladybug costume. You're giving a face like you seem to know what I'm talking about.
It's starting to.
Because see, I'd seen these characters around all over the place, but not known what they were.
The ladybug, and is it an owl or a cat?
It's a cat.
Maybe?
Yes. The girlio's name is just Ladybug, I think.
Yeah.
And he's a cat noir, or in the French version, he's like Chat Noir, and I think the fans call him that because they're weebs. They're reverse weebs. Even though in the English localization he's called Cat Noir, the fans also call him Chat because reverse French weebs. There's a lot of anime stuff in it. Apparently it was supposed to be like a 2D animated show. There's like a demo reel of it that got leaked a while ago. There was like supposed to be an internal thing that shows like a pitch where it was more in like a 2D animated style. But anyway. It was really kind of interesting just reading about that. The reason that they wound up not doing it 2D, among other reasons, was the character, because they were like have like a red costume with like spotted black dots. They were like, that's gonna be impossible to animate in 2D. To constantly keep up with the position of the dots, it's got to be a 3D model where we don't have to worry about that. So that was I don't know, that's something I wouldn't have thought of, but it was kind of neat. Anyway, so
yeah, I haven't seen the show, but
don't.
Okay.
Don't. It's I don't like so this is the thing. Okay, so it is not good. It's like just straight up not a good show, I don't think. I'm not to insult anybody who's into it, but like it's very much villain of the week structure, where a bad guy shows up and they fight the bad guy, and that's like the episode while they deal with some kind of like teen drama in the B plot, right?
Right.
Like that's basically it. And the villains are like very clearly like we had to finish a script this week. Like so they're all like so the main villain is one of the worst villains I've ever seen. He's a nothing, nobody of a villain.
Okay.
Hey, basically, I call him I don't know what I call him, but he's like he's just a animation loop. Except for his lip sync, he's like always looks exactly the same. There's like the same establishing shot on him in a room, and his whole thing is he never actually fights. I guess I should stop because we're gonna talk about this guy now. Ah, you made it all. Hold on. Did you make all that noise? I can't think straight. I have so much work to do. Just work on letting me pass, little friend. Oh, big words, Tin Man. I'll show you a thing or two. Oh, he tripped like Brawl.
No, his wrench came back and hit him in the face.
No, he caught it that time. Like a boomerang. Like Jet. I'm sorry.
Finish fighting him. Fight me.
I'll leave you alone. Oh no, he's panicking. Oh gosh, he's so tough. You know what? Eat one of those. Eat a couple of those, because they'll bounce around and hit you some more. Are you? Yeah? Wow. What a formidable opponent.
Yeah, it was definitely harder to get to him than it was to... Oh. Oh. He's got a big mech, yeah? Yeah.
He's got a big awesome mech.
Well, I, spoke a touch too soon.
I know I said you really like this fight.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about, yeah.
I see, though. This is pretty chill.
This is pretty
not
chill, you say?
Not chill, but, like, it's cool. I see why you like it.
Ah, crap. Come on. So you may notice that his drill is, like, kind of the same shape as the thing we've been, like, hopping up on the entire time, like, same colors. It's kind of to clue you in that you're supposed to get on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can, like, take out any components of this, so I'm not gonna bother. But I keep forgetting you can't stand next to him and hit him. You gotta bounce on his head. I guess I might... No, I'll wait until I take a few more hits, then I'll bother to use items.
Ew.
As long as I avoid that other... Okay, no, or unless he does this. He gets out of the way.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's fine. I got it. Okay, we're doing this again. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this number. There we go. Still, not a ridiculously difficult boss fight, even though it is quite neat.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot going on.
There he goes.
For sure.
Very cool art design, nothing else.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not realizing I'm probably gonna have to carry my miraculous conversation over to another episode because it's kind of complicated and I started it late, unfortunately. Though the next episode is actually going to be perfect. The next level is going to be perfect for discussing what I'm going to have to talk about with that show.
All right.
But like I said, so just while you're waiting for the next episode, do not go out and watch Miraculous Ladybug. I'm not recommending it. It's a bad show. It's like boring. There's one of the villains is gonna get to saying, like, you know, there's clearly like these villains just we had to get a script out.
Right.
So basically, like, all the episodes are like somebody somewhere in Paris, because it's set in Paris.
Of course.
Gets sad or upset and wants like revenge or whatever. Only one person at a time. Never more than one person in Paris can be upset or vengeful at a time. And the bad guy basically just like calls them on their cell phone and goes, "Hey, I'll give you superpowers to get your revenge, your themed revenge, but you also have to go and steal the MacGuffins from the heroes or whatever." And then they get like temporarily possessed and they have themed superpowers. Don't ask me how or why because I didn't watch the episodes.
Okay.
I know for a fact that one of the villains is like Pigeon Man.
Perfect.
Or something. I'm gonna assume since this is set in a city, he like feeds pigeons or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like likes Mary Poppins a lot. I don't know, but it's not. It's like I don't know. It's not well written. The animation's okay, I guess. Maybe a season 2 will be better. I remember like the Clone Wars, the CG Star Wars show. First season of that was pretty crappy in terms of animation. Got really better later on. So maybe a future season of the show with better budget could improve. Not a good show. So that was my point in all of this was I was watching it or watched a little bit of it and I was like, this is not good. Why is this attracting the attention that it has? Because even if I didn't like MLP that much, which I was like, this is fine. I was like, I could understand why people would.
Yeah.
Why do people like this? Next time I'm going to discuss why I think this has managed to turn into like actually a really big weird thing on the internet that has this massive adult following that has been directly called out by like the creators of the show as being like
okay.
it's gonna your head's gonna spin.
All right.